explain us what is Intelligent Energy Europe?
Yes.
Start.
Intelligent Energy Europe is a program that is funding interesting initiatives that are either trying to work on energy efficiency or to promote renewable energy.
Okay, how can countries like Serbia take part
Yes.
in this project, since we are not part of the European Union, but
Yes.
we want to use all the resources from Europe?
That is not a problem, and I don't know now about the political negotiations, but for all programs, the rule is that all programs are part of a larger program. For example, the current Intelligent Energy is part of a program that is called Competitiveness and Innovation Program, and countries, even if they're not members of the EU, can participate. So member states and interested countries can join this program if they have a partnership with the EU. We have that already. This is already the case. For example, we had that already with Croatia now, before they joined the EU, that they were part of these programs. So the national government decides to join this program. It will contribute financially, but allows then Serbian organizations and companies to also participate in the programs.
Including the cities from Serbia?
Absolutely, including the cities. And Intelligent Energy Europe is a program where you have a lot of kind of public-private partnerships ongoing.
So if some city from Serbia has a good project regarding energy efficiency, they can apply and they can get funds from this program, if we understand you clearly.
Yes, although we have to say that, of course, before we are granting anything, there is always rounds for calls. So people have to make their case, they have to explain what they want to do. These projects will be assessed by experts, and if the project is assessed among the best ones, it has the possibility to receive funding. So we have to say, for example, now we have more than 300 applications, but we may be able to finance only 50 or so, because we have not enough money to finance all projects. So now this round is closed, and we have now to wait for the next period. And as you know, the member states have just discussed the budget for the next 7 years. And that means for the next 7 years, a new program will start. We have to see how it is called. There will be something dealing with intelligent energy. And by that time, Serbian organizations, agencies, companies can then participate if the agreement has been reached between Serbia and the EU.
So from 2014?
So from 2014, although we know that, as you know, the discussions have been just concluded on the budget, so I assume that we are really going to be operational from 2015. But of course, 2014 is the year to obtain all the information that people need to know in order then to participate in the programs.
Okay, thank you. Just to see if there are some other questions. The question is, but you said that you don't have information how Croatia and city of Zagreb candidate to be the best project and how they get award. Do you have some information on that? Can we make it?
I can more general. I mean, I can give you an example of what are these kind of projects. I cannot precisely say it for Zagreb now because I would have to research. But an example.
To give a general.
Yeah, I give you an example. I mean, an example is for instance that a municipality, a city, decides to promote green transport, car sharing, for example, using public transport. Maybe it's accompanied with an awareness-raising campaign. So you're promoting to your citizens that they should use this car sharing scheme. Yeah? We had an award yesterday, for example, from the city of Bremen in Germany, where they won a prize because they were very good in convincing their population to sign up to that scheme. So one shared car replaces 10 cars on the street. So it's a more quality life for citizens, more space in the city, and less cost, less pollution, less CO2 emissions. And the same you have for buildings. Kind of, there are a lot of projects where cities and municipalities are trying to improve the energy efficiency of buildings, and very often with a good concept and in enhancing the also the aspect between people, the kind of communal, element. These are kind of projects that are interesting, that we are looking for, that have an impact and that have a result, and where you have kind of then really some tangible results, some real impact. And finally, maybe a last point, we have a lot of projects that deal with training people like carpenters, electricians, plumbers on new technologies, on how to build more energy efficient houses. So it's a win-win situation. You have new technologies, the people who live in these houses spend less money on electricity and gas, but in order to provide that service, you need to know what are these new technologies, how do they work, do I need a qualification for that? So this is a process of education and awareness that we are seeing a lot in municipalities, in cities, in regions.
I suppose that all this information we can find on the website of Intelligent Energy Europe?
Exactly. If you Google Intelligent Energy Europe, you would find the access to this program. It has concrete case studies, and it has hundreds and hundreds of concrete projects that people can go through to get an idea as to how these projects work. And we can only warmly invite you to have a look at this. Yeah.
And what is the estimated budget for the next 7 years? Because you mentioned that you are now in the budgeting process.
Yes.
See how much money will be spent?
If I had the crystal ball with me, I would tell you. To be honest, I don't know. We don't know. We know that there is budget foreseen to promote energy efficiency, but it is true that right now the political leaders are discussing exactly how they want to distribute that money and how they want to finance it. So there I would believe that in the next few months we will have a better idea how much it is. But right now it is premature to say how much. We simply do not know yet.
So member states are the ones who are putting the money in this program, if I understand.
Yes,
correctly.
I mean it is really the budget of the member states that is put into into the big programs, and they decide together with the Commission and the Parliament how this money is spent for the different projects. And if countries outside EU who are accession countries, who are candidate countries, or even countries with whom we have special relations in the Mediterranean, so if they want to join this program, then they can contribute financially. And of course, in return, they can have their organizations and municipalities participating then in these programs.
So contribution is a must also for the countries which
exactly
want to join this program.
So only if a country is putting money in, something can go back. It's as simple as that. Exactly. So this is the deal. But to conclude, I mean, we have seen that the money is well invested. So the money put into these programs is spent on very good grounds. So we are going to measure and assess how this money is brought back to projects and how it has brought innovation and jobs and growth to those countries. So it is a very good investment that member states are doing and participating countries.